Hi guys, and Lee will be right here with us. And if you want to come in to the Hangout, please leave your leave your email over here in the chat so we can pull you in. And let's go ahead and get everybody in here. Okay.
I'm sorry, he needed that.
I'm online. We're live.
Hi, y'all.
Getting everybody in here. Or not. All right, there's two, and they can sustain while we're getting everybody in. We need these addresses.
Okay.
I wrote them on paper.
Okay.
So I see we have a viewer, so if you want to come in live, please come in by putting your email address over in the group chat, and we'll bring you in. And we are bringing in our people now. Ah, that was interesting.
What? Yeah, it's sent by email because she's not in Gmail.
Yes. Oh, there's Trevor.
Hi, Trevor.
I lost Eileen.
Oh, is she running around?
She's on her computer in the other room. I'm going to go get her.
Perhaps she'll know where Casey Kasem's at.
Eileen? Where are you?
You know he's missing? Hey, Trevor?
Yes.
Did you hear that Casey Kasem was missing?
Who?
Casey Kasem?
Who's that?
Okay.
Really? Really? Did you really just say who's that?
Yeah, he did the radio show.
The radio show. He was on radio forever. He used to do the...
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. He used to do like the top 40 or the top 20. And he was really big in pop for a long time.
Don't tell Alan I didn't know who it was.
Oh,
yeah. I did.
Okay.
All right, we're getting a ton of viewers. So hey, if you guys want to come into the Hangout Live, please put your email over in the group chat, and or send it to us in Facebook because we're checking that out too. That way we can bring you guys in. And
Laurel's here.
Laurel's here. Hi,
Hi,
Laurel.
Say hi.
Hi, Laurel.
She's here, but she's not quite here yet.
Can you hear us, Laurel?
Is this thing on?
Sort of a second.
There she is. Hello, Laurel.
Without being viewable?
Yeah?
Yeah,
What do
you just
I do?
shut off the camera part.
Just shut
Okay.
off the camera. Up on
Yeah,
top.
'cause
See the camera part?
I mean, my favorite part about everyone who ever sees me on Skype mostly is I have lots of pictures of me with headsets on.
Okay. There
it is.
go.
Can you hear us, Laurel?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Welcome.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
we can
yeah.
hear you, Laurel.
Okay.
And we're bringing Ray in. And I don't know where Alan's at, so Alan
He's having a moment. He'll be.
Technical difficulty, probably.
Hi, guys.
already did that.
Hi.
I've got my camera off because you get me in bed with my hair up in a bun and, pretty.
You know what's funny, Laurel? You're already on. Everybody's going to see you anyway.
Oh, okay. Oh, well.
Nice,
Yeah, but that
nice
way,
picture.
if I get it. Thank you. That one actually is in Southern California. the TF took that, and that was in Southern California, a place called Inspiration Point. We were 8,000 feet above sea level. And he was taking other pictures, and I wasn't paying attention, and he took that one.
That's perfect.
Thank you.
Inspiration Point, isn't that where they used to go on happy days?
No, not quite. Yeah, I can hear you guys. There's a delay.
It is. Isn't that where Fonzie took all of his people to Inspiration Point? I'm sure it's not the same Inspiration Point. I'm just
Probably not.
right.
No, this one's near a little place, kind of like south of Palmdale.
Oh, that's lovely. God, all these palm trees. We have
Troy.
we have a client that we were talking to earlier, and she showed us from where she was chatting at. She pulls at Eileen and Trevor sometimes, and we get to see palm trees and stuff, pictures and things. They do that to us all the time. And yeah, she turned the camera around and
Took that one.
a bunch of palm trees.
Perfect.
It made my whole day. Happy days?
Hey, Troy.
No, not quite.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you guys. There's a delay.
There is another delay. Where Fonzie took all of his people to Inspiration Point. No, here we go again.
No, this one's near a little place, kind of like south of Palmdale.
God, all these palm trees. We have
Troy.
we have a client that we were talking to earlier, and she showed us from where she was chatting at. She pulls at Eileen and Trevor sometimes, and we get to see palm trees and stuff, pictures and things. They do that to us all the time. And yeah, she turned the camera around and
That one.
a bunch of palm trees. It made my whole day. Happy days?
Hey, Troy.
What's up?
No, not
Hello.
quite. Yeah, I can hear you guys. There's a delay.
There is another delay. Say that again, Trevor. Took all those people to Inspiration Point. No, here we go again.
No, this one's near a little place, kind of like south of Palmdale.
All these.
Hi, Ray.
We have a client that we were talking to earlier, and she showed us from where she was chatting at. She pulls at Eileen and Trevor sometimes, and we get to see palm trees and stuff. Pictures and things. They do that to us all the time. And yeah, she turned the camera around and a bunch of palm trees.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Alan.
Hey, Alan.
Sorry to late.
Hello.
Sorry, but I can't.
Hi, Ray.
Let's turn Alan up.
All right, turn Alan up. All right, so everybody's there. Ray, do we have your twin with you, or do we need to send an invite?
Yeah.
Or?
It's Blissful Mead. He should have been in there. He clicked on the video with the other invite, but I'm not sure if he knows about the little red bell.
Blissful me.
Yeah. Hey.
Blissful me.
Just plain blissful me.
Yeah.
Well, the Gmail account. It should be. Do you see it?
Is he in our circle?
No, he's not in your circle. He just logged into Gmail and then
Okay. Not really seeing. Hey, Alan.
Sorry to late.
What happened to Trevor? Trevor left.
No, Trevor's there. He just turned off his actual picture.
I'm
Okay.
a mess.
Is that better?
Hey, Sherry, you were talking about all the palm trees. It reminds me, I forgot. I haven't posted the pictures and video from my beach visit last week.
Your twin with you, or do we need to send an invite?
Yeah. It's Blissful Mead. He should have been in there. He clicked on the video with the other invite, but I'm not sure if he knows about the little red bell.
Blissful me.
Here.
Here we go
Yeah.
again.
That's not us right now.
Just plain blissful
I'm going to
me.
get totally out of it.
Lee said you
Yeah.
changed
Well, in the
something.
Gmail account, it should be Do you see it?
Is he in our circle?
No, he's not in your circle. He just lost.
No way.
Okay. There. Can everybody hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. It must have been Trevor. He must have been backfeeding. I don't see them there. Do you see them?
No. Maybe
Okay.
here.
Ray, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, if you want to just text out what or type out what his Gmail is, then we can invite him in, because we tried to search for him, but too many blissful me's came up.
What causes the back talk in the voice? Is there
I'm not
something?
sure.
Because like I keep hearing it like minutes after.
I
Yeah.
put it in group chat, Lee. Do you see it now?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Yeah.
about that.
Lee,
Yes.
I think it's if you have the YouTube channel on live, because it's recording at the same time. I think that's where the
Right.
back is coming from.
Got it. Okay.
Because I had mine on and I turned it off, and then it stopped from my end the echo.
Okay.
Okay, I think the echo has ended.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems to have stopped doing it.
Trevor and Eileen's back. Yay!
Yeah, we had technical difficulties.
Okay. That's.
Mostly I couldn't run the mouse on my computer because she was in my way.
Okay.
Man, he is in so much trouble tonight already, and he go.
It's sitting too close.
So, Troy, did you get the chance to listen to the radio show?
Yeah, I caught probably the last.
Hi, Troy.
Hello, how are you guys doing?
Haven't seen you for a couple weeks.
I'm back.
Right on. Good to see you.
You too. Brother Lee kept poking at me to come back, so I'm back.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Troy.
How you doing?
Good.
It's annoying sometimes. I get it.
Well, I wasn't really being annoying.
Nice to meet you, Troy.
You too.
And that's Laurel at the other end. Hi, Laurel. That's Troy.
Hi guys.
Hello.
And
Ray.
and Ray.
Yes, Laurel. And
Well, we've
Hello.
invited him in, Ray. So hopefully he'll. Ray's twin from where's he at?
Ireland.
Ireland is
No, Scotland.
Scotland.
Scotland is
Sorry.
going to try to join us. And what time is it in Scotland?
4 in the morning or something, is it?
2:42.
Wow.
A.M. So
He may be a little groggy coming on.
bless
but,
him for trying to stay up for us tonight, because that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I think we had a really neat discussion tonight on the radio show, don't you?
Yes, I believe it was. It was very powerful, and thank you, twins. That was really amazing, sharing all of that, because I think we all get into the dynamic, and when we're completely connected, we just realize that we're a little bit more aware of our surroundings. So, I mean, would you guys agree?
You know, that's an interesting point, because I never thought about it that way, because we're kind of used to it. But yeah, a lot of people walk around, and when you look at their eyes, I don't think they see anything much. You know, they're just not paying attention.
They have that spot right here, that spot right there, Trevor. That's
Yeah,
we've
that
been
spot.
able to remove it. How about Al and Sandra?
Well, that was great. I thought it was a great show, man. And sorry we were a little late. We obviously were having a little discussion, right, Lee? And I appreciate that, brother, man.
Right on, man. Right on.
Yeah, Lee was
Us-
even late coming in.
Us twin flames got to stick together.
I mean, they're starting to sound like Power Rangers.
The Avengers. Let's be the Avengers.
Yeah. Well, I'm more DC than I am Marvel.
Power Rangers, activate!
I'm more DC than Marvel, so I don't know if I could really cross over. And if I do, I guess then I would have to be Captain America.
Captain America? Oh, yeah, with the eyes, right.
Oh, for
No, I'm
heaven's
just
sake.
kidding. I'm more Thor. I like my flight.
To be
Oh,
Captain
honey, you don't look
America, you have to
anything
have a
like
motorcycle.
Thor.
Really? Really?
You
Really?
don't look nothing like Thor.
This comes from the woman who watches Thor just to watch Thor.
Chris Hemsworth is just a cute little kid.
kid. You
Does
called
he?
Chris.
Do you have to use Chrome? I'm sorry to interrupt. But does he have to use Chrome in order to use Hangouts?
No,
No, not necessarily.
we don't have Chrome.
Does he have a MacBook or what is he doing it on? Is he on
No,
PC?
he's got a-
It does work
He's
better
on a
with
PC.
Chrome.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to explain where he needs to go for the. He says he doesn't see a notification bell, the little red bell for the Google Plus.
Lee's
Okay.
gonna search him and see if we can put him in a circle, and then bring him in.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Okay.
Chris,
Stop that. Stop. That's Thor. Stop.
He doesn't use G Plus normally, so this is still kind of new.
Okay, so that's the issue because he's not even searchable in Google Plus.
Shadow you.
that was all.
So,
February.
yeah. Okay.
He's not searchable in
Yeah,
in
so
G+.
he's probably got a Gmail, but not necessarily
A G+.
G+. So I'm gonna see
I mean,
if there's I think there's another way I can find
Okay,
it.
he says he does see the bell, but it's not red.
Got it.
We found him.
I'm adding him now.
We found him.
This is Laurel. I'm trying to eat while you guys are all talking, and I'm going to choke one of these times because you guys are like a comedy show. Everybody, just kind of the flow and then if you add the tech language and stuff.
That's Trevor and Alan. That has nothing to do with that.
Oh, okay.
Or Alan.
So do you guys have any, Laurel and Troy, Ray, do you guys have any questions from the show tonight?
I don't think I have questions. I have stories, but unfortunately I can't share any of them publicly. Some really fun ones. But I liked it. It reminded me of one element of just my life in general, is that my dad always inspired me to get to know people's names. So I'll go to the store, like you guys were talking about the cashier, and I'll end up, saying, "Oh, thanks so much, today, Susie," or whatever. And then I'll end up in a conversation with them and advising them, and then it's just multiplied when I'm not alone. And then that's one thing that we have in common. And like my mom loathes that I do that, and she always hated my dad doing it. So it's really fun to have somebody who does the same thing naturally. And it's really it's fascinating to feel that energy from people. They're like you guys were talking about how people are just kind of drawn to it. I mean, there's just something magnetic about it, and it's kind of fun sometimes. I mean, you just see people. I'm just really one of these. I'll have to tell Lee and Sherry. I'll have to share some stuff off YouTube, but it's just I like that, and so I could when you guys were talking about it, I was just kind of less listening to the words and somewhat because I was also spun out about something I posted about, but I was really enjoying just feeling the energy. Like every couple was talking about it, and you could just feel the kind of cohesiveness is too weak of a word. Just kind of the flow. Like I like your guys' analogy, Trevor and Eileen, about the ocean, and so it's just kind of flowing along, and each couple, and it was just like, wow, I'd like to float in this. So that was fun listening to it.
Awesome.
Sounds like you're doing great with it.
Thank you. Yeah, I get to see Eileen tomorrow. Yay, 3 o'clock.
God, that sounds heavenly. I'm driving down to see Eileen.
It is. Well, except that she's.
Don't send her back, Eileen.
Except I'm not getting just like, let's have fun massage. I'm in pain massage, and she's really good at getting to those rough spots. But some of them are like, oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we lost her.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
Troy, did you got to hear the end of the show?
Yeah, I caught in towards the end of the show. But I did, catch the part about, being in public and people watching, and kind of to tap in what she was saying is, something I did learn from my mom. I love going to like the grocery store or convenience store, and then the cashier's checking you out, and most of the time you watch people in front of you, they'll make their transaction and go on about their business. But I like to walk up to them and read their badge name and call them by their name, and you see the reaction on their face. It's like, oh my God, this person actually knows my name. And their whole tone completely changes within seconds. And then once, you know, they're done with the transaction, I usually will give them a like, hey, don't work too hard today. And they'll just stop and go, okay, I will. I'll try to relax. You know, just sometimes just doing that much will change somebody's perspective that quickly. And then sometimes I'll walk away and see how they'll react to the next customer, and they're like a little bit more vibrant, you know, they have a little bit more bounce into their step just because you called them by their name and you gave them a little bit of, hey, don't work too hard today. It's not worth it. Just relax. And it changes their whole mode for 1 second.
Right on, Troy.
Try that tomorrow.
Personal thing.
I'm not going to work so hard tomorrow.
What'd you say, Alan? I'm sorry.
No, it's that rare personal touch that nobody has anymore, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
I mean, it's down even to the simple things. Like, you don't hardly even see it anymore of just holding the door for somebody. Doesn't matter if it's male or female. You know, if you hold the door for someone, they stop and look at you like, what are you doing? And then they realize, oh, they're actually holding the door for me to walk in. It's like, go ahead. You know, it's not about me hurrying up to get into the building before you, because we're both going to get in the building eventually.
Exactly. Oh. There's sometimes I feel like Carlton the freaking doorman off Rhoda.
We actually had somebody stop and
Hi,
watch
Vonda.
us. Hi, Vonda.
Hello, everyone.
We actually had somebody stop and watch me open the door for her as she gets into the car, and they
They
were like, they
stopped
rolled
their
down the
car.
window, and she goes, "My God in heaven, you have a real man," and her husband's sitting next to her. And I was like, message. Hi, Vonda.
Yeah, she stopped her car actually to roll down her window and make a comment. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they said that they just don't see it anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, we have
Just don't.
somebody new in here.
Hello,
Yes,
everyone. Hi.
Hi, Wanda. She just asked the question because she was watching. She was watching the discussion on YouTube.
Wait,
So,
can I just
Wanda,
add? I seen your last episode, and I feel like I'm watching a soap opera on Twin Flames that I just want to last forever, eternity. It has to go on forever and ever. You are the ones for that soap opera. It has to continue forever.
You're making him joke. He's joking. I swore that I was going to go to the novelty store and buy one of those big hourglasses and put it as an intro. This is the days of our lives. We've heard it 1,000 times.
You have it can go on forever. You can. You think you're going to be able to stop that? You won't. You're going to be like in the 100th episode, and we're still going to be watching.
Well, I can tell you, if we probably would have taken it and made it,
There's the
if we
hourglass.
took it.
Here you go.
If we,
Whoa.
oh, there we go. That's perfect. Take a take a nice picture of that.
Sakes, you guys.
Take a nice picture of that, and we'll have that at the beginning when we have Big Mike production. That's what we'll do.
This is a
That's
mess.
what's going on over here now.
Yeah.
What I'm saying.
Hey, Vonda, I want to say this. If we would have, we had to really condense a lot down to put it into 30-minute episodes. So there is a whole lot more that we're not really putting out there, but we're putting out the fundamentals of it. And in a very simple way that we knew that because she stops me from being very alien, in a lot of what we do when we're doing the videos. You got to be this way, you got to say it this way because people are gonna. So
We want you to understand.
I try not to let my channeling take over.
Right.
And I think in the first couple episodes, it started, and then I had to start. And when I started trying to watch the episodes, it's like I'm talking too much, and he shut up. So you're noticing more now that she's talking a lot more because I'm doing more compassionate listening. But there's so much that we endured between us. The individual stories probably could go into the 500s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could. Let me throw this out there. We talked about it in the group for just a minute today, but I had a dream about it last week, and I brought it up to Lee, and I actually brought it up to Ron today. I wonder how everybody would feel if we brought Ron, my ex-husband Ron, on to maybe a question and answer session or even a video or radio show or something like that. Do you think that it would be well received, that he would have enough questions to answer?
Absolutely. He's part of the whole dynamic. He's part of you all's union and that coming together and him just embracing that and being in that energy. I want to hear from Ron. Yes.
I mentioned it to him today. He's actually in our Facebook group. And
he's in relationship for him then.
Yeah, and I talked to him today, and I ran it by him. He's like, "All right, when are we doing it? What are we doing?" He don't care. And I said, "Well, gee, don't just jump in. Let me figure it out first." There's Jamie. Hi, Jamie.
Hey.
We're not going to talk about where Jamie lives. We don't care where Jamie lives. It's cold. It's rainy. It's snowy, and it's horrible where Jamie lives.
I just got back from the beach.
Oh,
Okay.
oh my goodness.
Jamie lives in Hawaii, everybody.
Bye.
I'm jealous.
Yeah. Nobody cares, Jamie.
Yeah,
Nobody
just
cares.
silent. Get cricket.
Hey, Vonda, you did have a question that you wanted to ask us for this discussion. Do you want to go ahead and ask it now?
Did I post it? I forgot what I wrote.
Oh, here. I think I can pull it up.
Okay, good.
And then I'll read it.
And I want to hear that from everyone if that's possible.
Yes, we can all do that. So let me pull it up.
In the meantime, Ray, is he able to? Are you helping him try to get in?
In a minute.
Okay. All right. So Vonda's question.
I'm just trying to type things out, so I don't
Okay.
know exactly what's going on his end.
Okay, well,
Okay.
we've sent him an invitation, so maybe he can see that.
And we added them
Okay.
to our circles. All right. The
Great.
question
Thank
from
you.
Vonda was, the question to all the flames in your union: do you still have a tough time with energy exchanges? Also, what are the contributions with your unions you are making to humanity in the physical or dream?
Wow, that's a great question.
Okay, I guess that sounds like Trevor and Eileen.
Oh, they're going to hate us for saying.
Well, would you repeat the second part of that question?
Okay, so let's ask the first question to all of us, and then we'll come back through and we'll repeat the second part. How's that? The first
Okay.
part of the question is, to all the flames in your union, do you still have a tough time with energy exchanges?
The only tough time we have is what he talked about last week, I think it was, where if he amps the energy, I can't stop it. So we don't have any challenges within our union, within our partnership. We have consciously and purposely chosen to have contrast and conflict outside of our partnership. So we don't struggle with our vibrations. And I'm wondering if Vonda, if that's what you're referencing, the energy vibration between us is pretty consistent.
Okay.
So we don't, is that what you're referencing?
Yes.
Yeah. Our energy vibration is pretty consistent, and if at any time one of us is challenged within ourselves, we give that person space. So if Trevor's having a challenging moment, I leave him alone. I let him work through whatever he's working through. What are you guys laughing at? Oh, look at that.
I saw Trevor's face. Like, I am the only one who has intelligence.
We just know that Trevor has a lot of challenging moments.
Yeah, he does. Especially tonight after all the things he's in trouble for now. But anyway.
I feel a shopping cart hitting you in the future there, pal.
I like it there.
Yeah. But, you know, seriously, we have consciously chosen to have a harmonious relationship. So I'm always checking my internal feelings and my thinking. If I feel anything negative towards him, and I look to see, is it me, is it him? If it's him, I leave him alone. If it's me, I stay away from him until I feel better, or if it's him, until I see that he's ready, or we have an unspoken agreement that when he's ready, he'll come get me. So I'll go to another part of the house and wait for him to come get me.
Right.
The thing that what I've got to say about Eileen is she is very graceful, and because of that, she gets extra points. Now, the reason why she gets extra points is I'm very male, I'm very strong-willed, and if I decide I'm going to go from A to B, I'm going to go there. And sometimes my A to B really isn't even necessary, but I'm going to stomp my way through it anyway. So she'll just step out of the way and let me stomp through it, which I really appreciate. And quite frankly, I get on the other end of it, and she's been so graceful, and I find out it really wasn't worth all the effort anyway.
Right. Beautiful.
Alan and Sandra? The question, do you guys want me to repeat the question again?
Yes.
Question is, to all the flames in your union, do you still have a tough time with energy exchanges?
No.
No, not really. No.
I don't go to a different part of the house. We address it, Johnny, on the spot.
Yeah, we are very, with each other, we are very direct. If we have a problem, we put it right out there, right then and there. I mean, right then and there. Occasionally, we might let it linger for a little bit just to try to be considerate. Sometimes we need a little cooling off, but not very often.
How long have you all been in your union?
Well, continuously now since October, but we were married over 25 years ago.
Wow.
We came into union 30 years ago, this year.
Yeah, 30 years total, marriage-wise a little over 25, and no, I mean, generally we get it all out right then and there, because we compare it to, we pretty much compare it to leaving clothes laying around the house. You know, if you have your little clothes pile in the house, and you let one sock and one pair of underwear and a pair of jeans and a shirt go unattended, next thing you know, you got a friggin' pile that is taller than you, and we don't want that. We want it all clean each and every morning when we wake up.
Right.
So we take care of it right then and there.
And Lee and I are going to answer, but we want to welcome Ray's friend and from Ireland?
No, Scotland.
Scotland.
We don't know where the hell.
Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah. And
his name is Frank.
His name is Frank?
Yes.
Thank you for
Frank.
joining us, Frank. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear myself?
Yay. Okay, and we're going to get to you in just a second. We're going to finish answering Vonda's question. It's 2 parts.
And the answer from our end on our energy exchanges, Vonda, or Sherry and I, we really have been able to understand our energy really well because we both understand the masculine and feminine energy. And she claims a lot of the masculine energy because of the connection she had with her father. I claim sometimes a lot of the energy in feminine because of my mother. But it meshes very well. We can do the exchange and understand it and actually see it real time. And we can also see when it's infected with ego.
Right.
I hope that makes sense. But
yeah, absolutely.
Because of the connection with her, it's helped me heal a lot of my masculine energy that I had attacked and was giving me the switch. I think you saw that part.
Yeah. Yep.
That switch was repaired because I was able to embrace feminine energy.
Right.
Just this Sunday, I took on the complete masculine energy, and he took on the complete feminine energy, and then I just went at him and said, "You know what? This isn't." And he just sat on the bed. And then we ended up just coming together and facing it and fixing it. So it's almost like we're sort of in the middle of how Trevor and Eileen handle it and how Sandra and Alan handle it, we sort of kind of combine the two.
We actually we do the energy exchange quite often and quite regularly.
Mm-hmm.
When I need the masculine energy, though, I can claim it.
Oh,
and when she needs the feminine energy, or when she needs the masculine energy back, I'm able to release it. I don't hog it all. Because I was an energy hog for quite a long time, or the better word is energy vampire.
Yeah, that's it.
And what I needed to learn about being an energy vampire is why I was starving myself when I could have been sucking a lot of blood.
Hey, can I say something here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, yeah, ham it up, you guys. All right. No, as far as the switching of the masculine and feminine energies, we do that a lot. It's common with us. It's very common. And one of the good things is neither one of us has a problem with switching. Neither one. But we recognize it when it's coming, and that makes it a lot more easy to deal with and a lot more palatable, and it's not a hard transition at all.
Right.
All right. Second part.
One thing.
Yeah.
Something that's really helped me is tying into the partnership, the union, the twin flame aspect is studying the Mars and Venus book, Men from Mars, Women from Venus, because a lot of the masculine and feminine is about how the males and females think and how the males and females react and respond in the same situation, which is different. So understanding Trevor from that Mars and Venus perspective and understanding myself from that perspective has really helped us to keep that energy and that vibration balanced. Because I've learned not to take things personally, to recognize there's just some things that he being a male, he's going to do, no matter how I might want it to be different. And so it's learning to accept that masculine and the feminine balance within him coming from a male and his understanding my masculine and feminine balance coming from a female. That makes sense.
Well, you gain a little bit of appreciation for each other because, quite frankly, when I really need to understand something, I have to borrow that feminine to do it sometimes. Because, as a male, many times I just want to look at somebody and say, hey, get over it. However, the feminine part says, you know what? They're trying to work through something, and you need to have a little bit of patience. And if Eileen's not around to echo that in my ear, I've got to be able to do it myself.
Right.
I suggest you pick up a little bit of more masculine energy when we get off Hangout later.
The second part of the question was also, what are the contributions with your unions you are making to humanity in the physical or dream? So, Alan and Sandra, you want to start there?
Oh.
I'm
Wow.
sorry. There's a union, and I immediately thought, wow, there's a union for twin flames? Sorry.
Oh, Laura.
It's okay, honey. Look, there goes Lee.
Oh, God, I know.
Are you okay?
And Laurel, the dues for this month, right? The dues for this month haven't been paid yet. And everybody owes us $1,000.
Oh, Charlie, I just had
Hey, Laurel?
to interrupt and say that because that's the first thing that came through my head. I'm thinking, wow, there's a union. Yes, Ray? Yes?
If you ever want to get together and just like completely complain about the hours and the difference and the miles, feel free to call me. I'll totally understand.
I was thinking about that today, like a twin flame union. There is a union that we have created. This is created. It's a union, and we are all a part of this union. Your dues are now, everybody owes their dues, so here we are.
And our email address for the PayPal is.
So Sandra Allen, what is it that you know that your union is to give humanity, in dream or in physical?
I have discovered that since our union, I am able, when we go out into public and I come across twins, I can actually see who their twin is.
Really?
That's awesome.
Oh, can you say that again?
When we're out amongst people, it's like twins have this special, I want to call it a radiant.
Yeah, energy.
Yes. And I have been able to tell who the other person's twin is.
I love it.
Meaning, like, if you're out and you see people, like couples together sitting in a restaurant or something, you could tell if they're twins or not.
Yes. And we actually have some friends who had not met in the physical, but I had dreamed that they were twins, and while I was having an event, they actually met for the first time.
It's so amazing.
Wow.
Wow.
Eileen, Trevor?
Well, I have to agree with what they said. At least for myself, I can't speak for Eileen, but we seem to be able to tell when a couple is twin flames. I just feel it.
That's
And
great.
I get I feel very strong about it. So I think that's probably true. As far as our mission together, one of the things that for us that we've discovered is so much of what we talk about is really hard for people on the street to be able to understand, and in the language that we speak so much time in this community is hard to understand for people. And what we're doing together is formulating a way of breaking down those things to a more grounded communication in order to get people started into some type of awareness, and slowly moving them into a position where they can maybe conceive a little bit more. So that's probably our mission, is to take what we know, break it down in a way that's really basic, and then start building them up from there.
Right.
Oh, you want me?
Yeah.
Jerry and both and I and our mission, whether it's dream and physical, we are the music notes inside the soul that we can show them how to play those notes to actually vibrate themselves awake.
Right.
Hey, we're the love twins.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything you want to know about that? We're pretty good at that.
Oh, like
Hey.
furniture.
Yeah.
Oh my
All right.
God.
Did that answer your question, Vonda?
Absolutely. I mean, you guys have definitely struck my chords back alive again, because they were off. They were switched off, as you call it, the switch. I wanted to turn it off, deny it, delete, just let it go. But even in my not wanting to remember, I was remembering. I was still thinking about it. I'm like, still looking at videos and so you guys just brought it to another place for me.
There is a whole big space in the universe, some that we haven't traveled to yet, and that's where we're supposed to help people find. Would you agree, Alan?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you might get an amen for me on that. Or, I'm sorry, so be it.
No, I'll do the amen. Amen.
Amen.
So Ray and Frank.
Ray.
Welcome.
Frank,
Welcome,
yay.
Frank. We know that you're up. It's late. We appreciate you coming. How you doing, buddy? You doing all right?
Yeah, holding in there.
Awesome, man. So, we did, I guess, 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks ago?
It's last week.
It was last week. Okay. Wow. Time.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't stay in time.
We got to talk to Ray for a while.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for us? Something you want us to answer as twins?
Probably not anything that Ray hadn't asked yourselves last week, but certainly she was buzzing for days after, hooking up with you guys, and she was just really keen for myself to take part. So I can understand why, because the energy that you are all putting out is amazing, and it is really easy to feel quite isolated.
Much longer on here.
And yeah, it's quite a struggle sometimes.
Okay. If you guys
I
can't
could echo
hear,
that.
Yeah. If you need to hear Frank in the control panel, you can turn up the volume of the mic. So there should be a control panel button
Over to the left hand of your
left.
screen on that little thing that pops up. It's the little control panel. It's the little gray thing, and it shows a screen over to the left, and you can turn them up if you guys didn't know. So.
But go ahead, Ray. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, yeah, definitely echo the feeling of isolation. We felt very isolated over the last year, really, having, trying to find other people like us, and really only finding basically broken twins that didn't quite make it and have parted company. And I was like, I'm looking to find some healthy together twins.
Absolutely.
Well, you have company.
That's what I needed. We needed that, some healthy, because I kind of felt like I was reading some other people who unfortunately didn't quite make it, and then their energy is different, and they're in that grieving stage, and then I'm trying to help them out of it, and that's great, and I'm still doing that. But it's like, okay, for me and for Frank, we need other people like us to be able to relate to. So that's kind of why I'm here, and that's why he's here. So.
Can I just say also, oh my gosh.
You okay, Vonda?
Hello?
I think she keeps getting because on my end it says that she leaves the call, so maybe she's having technical.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Because I heard her say, "Oh my gosh."
It's something for Ray. I don't think it's too premature to speak about this, but we are working on a way for mature twin flame couples to be able to get together in one group, so that everybody's that's trying to work out their experiences in the runner and the chaser process, and the searching process isn't involved. Because that's a different process. So we are working on that. Ray, as soon as we get that together, we'll let you know.
Oh, great! Thank you, Trevor.
You're welcome.
Back, Vonda?
Oh, I'm here. I wanted to say, I keep getting cut off, but with watching you all's episodes of your union, like this past Mother's Day weekend, I think it was before that or just in that, my heart. I was in my heart space, as I watched your union, and I literally felt like what it felt for myself to be in that energy, that divine energy. Like I didn't feel it until I seen and watched I didn't know how to get there. It was like you guys, the universe sent me. Because I received your video in my email, and I said, oh, my God, this is some type of a sign. I don't know what this is about, but okay, let me go ahead and watch these videos. I had a heart. It was like my heart opened, and I was just in that energy within my heart. It was so profound. I was so overwhelmed by it, but it was beautiful. I was like, is that what you guys live in the heart like that? Just walking around with your hearts just wide open, and all this energy is just emanating, and you're just walking around, and it's like a sun coming from your heart. It's huge, and it's like, okay, can I just it's powerful. And I was just like meditating, and I didn't want it to go away, but it was just like it was a sample or something, because now I'm I'm up and down within my energy center, just clearing out blockages and cleansing. It's a lot going on for me right now with these transits and things, but that was so powerful and profound to me with those episodes that you guys have up, and allowing us to see an actual union, and in its wholeness. Oh, it's just beautiful.
Well, wait for the coming up episodes, because you may not feel so wonderful about it.
And I say also, I think that with each episode, you take the ones of us that are not in union. I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm going to say for myself, but you take me to these different places within myself with regards to your union, but just for me inwardly, for myself to really just be inward and really but really be in tune with those energies and what they're doing, and then the blockages that are needing to be released and healed. It's just so profound with each freaking episode. I watched it yesterday twice, all of the episodes. Like, I went back to number 1 and I watched it until 8, and you guys came out with the one for today. This is just how much of a profound effect you guys have had on me within this last couple of days. I'm wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. The vibrations that you have to experience, that you went to and it just resonated to try to place you in harmony, were in such disharmony inside yourself that you saw it and tried to blame it on the other person, on the twin. But it bounced back into you as the mirror of what your twin's supposed to give to you, so you can be connected inside yourself.
Right. Absolutely.
So, what we all experience in this union, whether we're 3,000, 4,000, 6,000 miles apart, or next to each other, in the connection, what we found seems to be the most resonating factor is the way that you communicate and share the truth.
Yeah.
The deeper the truth, the stronger the connection. If there's anything hidden, it's going to make you hide inside yourself.
Oh, I was in the dark. We both were, but I was like, oh, he's a vampire, he's the devil, he's a demon.
Girl, you think you were in the dark? Wait till you were in the dark. Wait till the coming up episodes, and you're going to see just how in the dark this one became. Right here.
It's so funny. I laugh at him every time because I say he thinks she was a witch. I say he was doing voodoo. He has all kinds of curses on me. It was so traumatic. I said it was traumatic. But it was beautiful. It was all in everything, all wrapped up into one. Like, it was just so beautiful, but at the same time it was so ugly, and it was just, it's all in everything, because we are all and we are everything. Yes. And it was just all wrapped up into one. It was a bubble, and once that bubble popped, and that pain and those goddamn entities, where you are in your mind, and they come in and they feed on where you're at, and it's just a whole lot that we have to deal with. And people think, oh, I want to find my twin flame, and like it's a walk in a park and a day at the beach. I'd be good and goddamn you don't want it. It's really
look at Alan and Sandra. Alan and Sandra, you've got to chime in.
Be careful what you wish for.
I know that. I don't wish that upon anybody as much as...
I think Ray said something. What did you say, Ray?
I said amen.
Amen. Yeah. As much as it's
right on, girl.
A wonderful union and all of that great and grand stuff, that is not a walk in the park. It really is not. I just want to let the world know, if you're watching this, you are not wanting this to come to you. It's divinely orchestrated. You do not want this. It has to, it is destined. If it is for you to meet your flame, that's wonderful. But if not, be good with that, because what you have to go through it's agony. It's the devil.
Wanda, I'm gonna say it like this.
I'm preaching to the choir, I know.
Yes, but Wanda, I want to say it this way, because I think it's important for anybody who has been stuck with the thorn of what it is to find your twin and what it means to find your twin flame and then to lose your twin flame.
Yeah.
When you lose your twin flame, it's only because you were already lost yourself.
Right.
So you've got to go in and start removing the conditions
Yeah.
in which you love yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Bring your twin back to you.
Yeah.
Woo, y'all are speaking to the choir. Absolutely.
Joke, Fonda.
I'm sorry?
I've had that very conversation with another woman that believes she met her twin and they didn't work out, and she's even after a year they're still grieving. So it's I've had that same conversation with her about, you know, working on herself. If she works on herself, she'll call him back.
For me,
And
it's been
I think
3
she's
years.
starting to get that. Well,
And I'm in the surrender.
The
Yeah,
surrender phase?
I'm in the surrender.
I used to joke that I would
Surrender is a good place to be.
Surrender is a very good place to be.
But I wanna say something about surrender, just to kind of leave you with what she means by what's coming and their coming episodes that you're going to experience.
Uh-huh.
I surrendered to what I was, but that didn't mean karma wasn't looking for me.
Right.
That didn't mean karma was not going to catch up to me, no matter how much love I tried to embrace.
Right.
What really was going to wake me up was still on its way to me.
My name's not Karma. My name's Sherry.
Dear God.
Help me, Trevor. Help
I'm
me.
just saying.
Send me a motorcycle to drive to Florida.
You keep calling me Karma, but my name is Sherry.
I'll be okay with a fat boy, whether it's from 19... Doesn't matter. Pick whatever.
Have you had this hard of a time? Well, we kind of know the answer to that. Ray and Frank, you guys have really struggled through your twinship, have you not?
Mostly with the distance. What would you say, Frank? Is it the same?
Yeah, certainly the distance, and can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, certainly with the distance, but it's kind of we're kind of prepared for that because we knew that was going to be an issue. But yeah, the finances, that's the kicker. Where there's the draw to try and be together, but we both have to work within the realistic limits that we have each day. So we're kind of caught between the higher kind of the kind of calling to help and do what we need to do as a twin relationship, but then have to deal with very earthy, grounded realities. And sometimes the two work hand in hand, but other times they seem to be diametrically opposed to one another, and it's quite hard to kind of make that work sometimes. And yeah, it gets frustrating, and along with, because we're still going through the process where we're still reflecting things to one another, and it's quite funny to hear again that same issues, and it'll be no surprise to any of you where the twin flame relationship it seems to always be that mix between this pure awesome energy, but that kind of flushes through some blockages and things we need to face. And each day, sometimes when we fall into old patterns that we had, and our twin reflects that back to us, and it keeps us kind of straight of, look, yeah, you're lying to yourself there, or just be careful of past. Maybe past reflections are no longer relevant in each day, because every situation, every encounter we have with anyone, be they twins or not, each interaction offers us a reflection on how we engage the world. And yeah, it's just twin flames, or certainly with Ray, things stick out a lot more if you're not honest with yourself she's like, yeah, she catches it, and sometimes she'll say things, and I'll just react back with her, and she won't like it either. But sometimes, and most of the time, it'll be funny things. We'll just laugh, and it's just like, because it's not always just little. Because we all come up with little excuses for ourselves sometimes, and but that's all the fun of growth, and it's something that I think we've all got to appreciate, as there is that growth in it. So, and we're loving that part of it.
Yeah.
But there's a frustration where we feel the realities of each day, the challenges of each day of this, particularly this urge, this race to try and build a life together. There's such a big handicap there that it's like banging your head against a brick wall sometimes, because particularly when other things seem to a lot of the efforts that we've had in trying to increase business and such, to try and increase finances, it seems to be like trying to swim upriver instead of when you're going with the flow, things are running when you're kind of open to the universe. And so it's been kind of really quite awkward and again frustrating, and it's trying to work through that energy.
From what I understand, you both live in two different countries, and it can be quite a financial endeavor to go from one country to another. It doesn't seem to matter which direction you're going. And one of the things we've done as a mass conscious is we've created all these rules because maybe we don't want to see poor people come into our country, or they need to be educated, or they need to be able to contribute in this other way, or they have to be financially sound. And it gets pretty difficult to go from one country to another sometimes. And just as a footnote, for something to teach our children is to relax this stuff and not make things so difficult.
I would say one of the most powerful things you can do, Frank, especially as you guys find that your egos become activated, the resistance comes into the separation of being that far apart from one another. What you resist persists. What you don't, energy finds a way. So embracing the connection, because even if you do have this great distance between you, you're always connected. And the deeper you just stay connected, the more powerful the connection for yourself becomes. The universe will find its own path.
Can I ask where Troy? Oh, he just left out. I was gonna ask him where he was with his union, or the what's her name in the middle? Laurel,
like Laurel and Hardy.
Where are you in your union?
She's right.
Round whatever of separation.
You're in separation.
No, how about better phrased? Working on myself.
Absolutely. My birthday just passed in March, and I just recommitted and vowed to myself, just recommitting to myself, because I was dating, but nothing was fitting. I felt like, why am I doing this? This isn't making me happy. I'm just like doing it just to be doing something when I can be using this time to work on me. And I had to go into that. Like, I had to cut off all of connections of, the guys that I was speaking to and talking, because it didn't make any sense. We're not even on the same level of awareness, and it's like, why am I doing this? For what? And so it just furthers and allows me to go deeper into myself with the recommitting after, when my birthday just passed. But
sorry. One thing I was going to share is the universe kind of took care of that for me. I got very ill. I've had an autoimmune disease for decades, and it flared up. And then I've lost 3 of my dogs in a year. But the most prominent one is I have a page on my Prince's Gift. The day before Thanksgiving, right after I'd done this big Ho'oponopono healing process and was kind of reconnected to the universe, I'd gotten and mad at the universe. Later, I find out that Prince probably had stomach cancer and probably won't make Christmas. But he lived till February, and I started a Facebook page on him, and that was the universe's way of really giving me lessons. I called it my Prince's gift for that reason. And he gave me these amazing lessons about what's really important in life. So I'm trusting that process, and it's been cool and a little scary and sometimes sad.
Yeah, absolutely. And Troy?
Yes.
I was just wondering where you are with your union. What stage are you?
Kind of like you. It's been almost 3 years since we've been separated. The last communication we had was last October.
Mm-hmm.
I reached out to her, and I got I moved on. Do not contact me.
Wow. No. Wow. I see.
Which isn't the end, because Lee moved into a gated community to be away from me, and
got beyond the damn gate.
I love all the signs and symbols that you two, reference in your episodes. It's like, you went, you asked him, could he buy you a cable? That cable was the connection back, and symbolically to one another. I feel like, I don't know, Trevor, how you found Sherry and Lee, but an email came to me, and I felt like, okay, let me check out Sherry and Lee's videos. Like, what's this about? What is the universe trying to tell me with this?
He found us at the bar.
Well, they kind of it showed up. Basically, they gave themselves names as Twin Flames, which is the same group that we created. So it was kind of like a marriage.
You got a whole bunch of wives, Trevor.
Half, Trevor.
We got stuck with them. We think they're great. And one of the things that we really appreciate about them is that they really have the ability to help people get to the bottom of the pain that they've been holding on to and the untruths they've been telling themselves. And we really appreciate that. Our mission's a little bit different. I'm not sure we could do what they do.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
We're not trying to do what we do.
We actually it was very interesting because we do a radio show, and we were doing a healing series, and Eileen kept coming on, and it was you could tell that there was this chemistry that was there, and then when we all started talking, we realized that, wait a minute, our mission is combined.
Yeah.
And then that combining has really given us different viewpoints in a lot of different ways, and we share it amongst each other. And it's very powerful in the energy in the union, and it is very direct. It actually does marvelous things when it's actually, I think we even had Zyvan Blackwell on a show, and the energy that was just there, the presence that's there, and when we do interact, we notice that we're seeing things change before us. Our dreams are different. We actually do see us all gathering, or maybe even touring at some point around the world to talk to different people and to bring more people together for this, because the one thing that we all know is that there is something in the form of the deeper love that we haven't explored yet, and each one of us that come together in this union, even with the heartache and the suffering and the pain that we endured in our lives, have a great path to give to the world as a whole.
Yeah.
Yes. When the six of us actually come together, and we do a lot of laughing.
Yeah.
We do a lot of poking fun at each other. We make fun of Trevor a lot. It just is. The energy is so powerful and so peaceful and so fun and so light.
And it's amazing because we all love each other.
Yeah.
And in such a very short time, it's like we've known each other for almost 100 years, and we're not really sure why that is.
Billions a year.
but we really do feel it. We know we're a family. We know that there's a stronger purpose of bringing us together.
Beautiful.
And I don't know if they all feel that way, but I know that when we talk about it, it's almost like we found home.
You just know. It's like when Sandra and Alan showed up. You just immediately, just love them right away. You know exactly where they're coming from. It's just, it's harder to explain.
I can explain it.
We knew we were about to take on another wife.
Troy, your question was, do you guys feel that this is your soul family? I believe from the energy that we get to experience in another form, that yes, we radiated the same energy and we all got to experience each other as home. So yeah, I would say that yes, this is very much a soul family.
I agree.
I wanted to add that I think one of the main foundational purposes of all of us coming together, those who have yet to come together with Twin Flames, those who have been separated and come together, those who are together, it's really teaching other people who are still yet to awaken how to be authentic, how to be in their spiritual truth, their personal truth, and how to lay everything out on the table and be in that connection with another person where it's totally authentic. There's no mask, there's no hidden agenda, there's no jealousy, which we talked a little bit tonight's show. There's no pretension. You know, it's all laid out. It's all open. So when a relationship is like that, there's no room for anything else, because it can't exist in the energy of what a Twin Flame Union Foundation is about.
Well, and that kind of extends into your soul family too. That's probably why we jerk each other's chain so much about little stuff.
Well, guys, it is way past the hour that we have, and the fun thing is we have boot campers. We have a boot camp couple that are waiting for us for their first session, so we're going to have to wrap it up.
No!
Yes.
This is what I do at the end of every episode.
Well, Vonda, we're going to reach out to you, Ray and Frank. We want to reach out to you as well. We can adjust to your time, Frank, if you want to meet with us. If you want to, I'm sure the other.
I would feel too self-conscious about putting you good folks out about that. So I'm good, just adjusting as and when I can to yourselves.
Well, we already get up for Australia. We get up for UK. We get up. You name it, we pretty much get up and do it. So if we need to come and meet with you guys and do a hangout, we'll be more than happy to do that. We definitely would love to sit and talk to you guys for a while. As well, Vonda, with Troy, we already talked to you.
Yeah, we talked to everybody.
We love Troy. And Laurel, we
love to.
You as well.
We're not talking to Jamie until she moves north.
Jamie, we're going to talk to you after we get the 2 plane tickets to come and stay with you. It's okay. We don't need to be first. We don't need to be in first class. We just need to be at least.
We were gonna stop by and see Eileen and Trevor first, but you know what? Screw Florida. We're coming straight to Hawaii.
Whoa.
And we're okay with a one-way ticket. We're okay with that. Just make sure that we can bring
we'll
more
see
than
Trevor and Eileen on the way back.
5 pieces of luggage is probably the minimum for each.
When Woody already tan.
And what we'll do is when we fly over Colorado, we'll wave to Sandra and Alan in the snow, because they'll probably make a big snowman for us.
Yeah, they have
and of course Troy is there. Oh, and Ray, we'll send you a postcard from Hawaii.
We love you guys. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank
you guys. We'll be back next week.
Love you guys.
We love you.
Hey, wait a minute. Before we all... Okay, well, we lost them. I just wanted to find out, did you guys have a topic for next week?
It's Trevor and Eileen's turn.
Oh,
we have to pick the topic?
Yes. Go ahead,
Okay.
Trevor. It's all you, buddy.
Okay, I'm picking sex.
All right. Woohoo!
There it is. In flame sex. I love it.
Yes.
All right, there
Let's
it
see
is.
it again.
You heard it here first, folks. Tune in on Blog Talk Radio, where the Twin Flame discussion will be.
Love you all.
Welcome to hell.
It's hell. He's in the doghouse just like Trevor is right now.
Good night,
Right on, Al. Keep it up, buddy.
Good night, guys.
Night,
I
guys.
know.
I think I'll have
See you
to
tomorrow,
show up for
Eileen.
that one.